Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, SpaceX countersues Biden DOJ. Ural Airlines to attempt flying stranded A320 from Siberian field. One-of-a-kind World War I aircraft damaged in weekend mishap. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. SpaceX countersues Biden DOJ. SpaceX is fighting a puzzling lawsuit filed by the U.S. DOJ, which alleges they maintain discriminatory hiring practices. SpaceX asserts the DOJ's lawsuit is unconstitutional and has countersued. The lawsuit alleges that from at least September 2018 to May 2022, SpaceX routinely discouraged asylees and refugees from applying and refused to hire or consider them because of their citizenship status, in violation of the Immigration and Nationality Act, end quote. The department added, quote, in job postings and public statements over several years, SpaceX wrongly claimed that under federal regulations known as export control laws, SpaceX could only hire U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents, sometimes referred to as green card holders. The cited laws bar foreign persons from being given access to export-controlled items without approval from the State Department or Department of Commerce, but permits U.S. persons, including citizens, residents, refugees, and asylum seekers, so states the DOJ lawsuit. SpaceX has filed a countersuit, arguing international regulations do not prohibit the hiring of refugees. In the lawsuit, the space launch company asserted the accusations levied by DOJ are, quote, factually and legally insupportable, end quote. SpaceX maintains the company's goal has been and remains to employ the most qualified candidates for every position. SpaceX emphasized the large number of non-U.S. citizens hired by the company to date, thereby contradicting the Biden DOJ's claims. And coming up after the break, ATI union leaders authorize strike vote.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. ATI union leaders authorize strike vote. ALPA leaders representing Air Transport International pilots unanimously voted to afford the chair authority to call for a strike authorization, thereby setting the stage for possible work stoppage in the event the National Mediation Board releases the parties to self-help under the Railway Labor Act of 1934. ATI ALPA Master Executive Council Chair Captain Mike Sterling stated, quote, ATI's management refusal to acknowledge the damage being done to our brand, reputation, and ability to support our customers by the mass exodus of experienced pilots due to our outdated contract has brought us to this point, end quote. 1 dead and 1 injured in Washington State Seawind 3000 accident. A Seawind 3000 amphibious airplane went down in Washington's Lake Sammamish Friday, September 15th. The accident, which occurred at approximately 11:10 PDT, claimed the life of one of the aircraft's 2 occupants. First responders of the Bellevue, Washington Fire Department arrived on scene to find a private citizen aboard a pleasure boat attempting to rescue the accident victims. The kit-built aircraft has a checkered safety record, and ANN's Jim Campbell reports that while the properly built aircraft can fly well, he has seen a lot of variance between different aircraft in the field. Lightspeed celebrates 1-year anniversary of Delta Zulu headset. September 2024 marks the 1-year anniversary of the debut of Lightspeed Aviation's flagship safety headset, the Lightspeed Delta Zulu. Since September 2022, upwards of 10,000 pilots have made this standard equipment. The Delta Zulu headset's sleek lines, 2-tone ear cups, and braided connecting cord are paired with state-of-the-art ANR, audio augmentation, Bluetooth, digital recording, and carbon monoxide monitoring and warning technologies. Assembly of Lilium jet fuselages underway. Lilium GmbH has commenced assembling fuselages for its Lilium jet, an eVTOL personal air vehicle the company asserts remains on track for a late 2024 maiden flight. Fuselage assembly instantiates a tangible manifestation of Lilium's ability to see its planned eVTOL proceed from conceptualization to actualization. The fuselage currently under construction is the first of 7 such structures salient to the near-term assemblies of 7 flight test and certification iterations of the Lilium jet. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Ural Airlines to attempt flying stranded A320 from Siberian field. Last week, an Airbus A320, then operating as Ural Airlines flight U6-1383, departed Russia's Black Sea resort city of Sochi, bound for the south-central Siberian municipality of Omsk. After missing the approach to Omsk on account of inclement weather, the aircrew operating flight U6-1383 observed an annunciator light indicating the A320's landing gear hadn't retracted normally. In time, the pilots determined the A320's nose gear doors had stuck open. Nevertheless, the 2 aviators believed the additional drag would not preclude the flight's proceeding without incident to Novosibirsk, Russia. The PIC's calculations proved inaccurate, and the crew determined the Airbus in fact lacked sufficient fuel to reach the destination. Observing an open field, the pilots configured the aircraft and executed a successful off-airport landing, touching down with a meager 441 pounds of fuel and sustaining negligible damage. Ural Airlines now appears to be preparing the A320 for what might amount to an unlikely takeoff from the field, in which the machine has been mired for nearly 1 week. Crews have cleaned the aircraft, serviced its engines, removed or stowed the inflatable emergency slides by which the plane's occupants disembarked, and dug the landing gear from the trenches dug into the soil during the aircraft's landing roll. Whether the airline intends to attempt to take off directly from the field or from an adjacent road remains unclear. And after these messages, one-of-a-kind World War I aircraft damaged in weekend mishap.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Welcome back. One-of-a-kind World War I aircraft damaged in weekend mishap. A Nieuport 28C-1 biplane went down during a World War I commemorative event staged at Stow, Massachusetts' American Heritage Museum. The French biplane reportedly suffered loss of engine power while on approach to the museum's airfield, touching down with sufficient vertical speed to collapse its undercarriage, sending the aircraft flipping empennage over engine cowling, coming to rest inverted at the runway's end. A museum spokesperson reported the biplane's pilot, the machine's sole occupant, escaped the incident without injury and was able to extract himself from the wreckage without assistance. Medical teams nonetheless precautionarily evaluated the pilot. Shortly before 11:10 EDT on Sunday, September 17th, the Stow Police and Fire Departments received reports of an airplane having gone down in the vicinity of the American Heritage Museum. Deriving of a successful line of fighters that included the Nieuport 17, the Nieuport 28C-1, a sesquiplane, or biplanes having one wing of less than half the area of the other, was a lightweight, highly maneuverable French fighter plane of the First World War. Notwithstanding the model's relative robustness and capability, its existence and the role it played in the Great War are overshadowed by the SPAD 8, which was chosen to equip the French escadrilles de chasse of the Aéronautique Militaire. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.